Now let's talk about how to build your worksheet and how you manipulate. The main key feature of the worksheet is the data entry. So if you have a data entry in your sheet that needs to be added to that sheet, which makes sense for Excel, you always have a data that you need to put in either in a table format or in a certain customizable format that serves your needs. Then you need to know how to work with data entry, how to jump from cell to cell, how to save your data, how to manipulate your data. We will learn all those details in this lecture and the coming lectures. So if you want to look at some tips regarding the data entry, firstly, you must select the cell that you want to make the data entry into it before you really start typing that data. Secondly, any entry that you make in a cell that already have a data in it will replace the original data. So let's say if you click on a cell that have number 1 and you chose that cell, then you put number 2 will overwrite number 1. So the new data will always replace the original or the old data in that exact cell. Thirdly, every data entry that you make in the cell must be completed with some sort of actions, which means after you go to a certain cell, let's say you put the number 12 in it, you click 1, 2, then you got number 12. Now you need to kind of confirm that you need to save that data in that cell. Usually either you click away to a different cell or you click enter on your keyboard. This way you already confirmed that you need that data to stay in that cell. Otherwise, the cell will keep having a blinking arrow, which means it's still in editing mode and can be changed in any moment. So when you finish inputting your data into the cell, you simply click enter on your keyboard or you click away from that cell, as we will see soon. Now let's learn some abbreviations in Excel while doing data entry. So while you are in Excel and you have the Excel sheet combined with many cells, then you are choosing the exact cell that you want to start to type your data into it. Let's say you chose cell A1, which is the first cell all the way to the top left side of the corner of the screen. Then you click on enter. This way your data input cell will go down one row. If you click on arrow down will let you go down one row. Arrow down means on the keyboard, arrow down will let you go down one row. The more arrows you click, the more the cell will be switching for input. Tab, you will go to the right one column. If you click arrow right, then you will go to the right one column, which means instead of being in cell A1, you will go to cell B1 on the moment you click on the right arrow on your keyboard. If you want to go left one column, so going from B1 to A1, then you click shift and tab. And arrow left as well will let you go left one column. Up arrow makes sense to let you go up one arrow in this case. More shortcuts and keystrokes that you use within your selection. Now, if you click on enter, that moves you from the cell that you're in to the next cell below in the selection. So it will go from A1 into A2. If you click on shift and enter, this will move the cell pointer up one cell in the selection. So let's say you hold your mouse, you select from A1 to C4, as we will demonstrate for you. Then if you click shift enter, by default you will be pointing on the left top side arrow of your screen or of your selection. So the left top side of your selection cell will be highlighted. If you click shift enter, it will move the cell pointer up or down based on your needs. If you click on tab, then this will move the cell pointer one cell to the right. If you click shift and tab, this will move the selection or the cell pointer one cell to the left. If you click control with the period sign, this will move the cell pointer from corner to the corner. We said we are having a selection from A1 to C4. If you click control period, the cell pointer or the selection pointer will move all the way to C4. Now saving the data. You already finished your inputs and you're ready to save your data into your local drive or into the cloud. What you do, either on your keyboard you click on Control S, or right away you click on F12. This will save your data and you'll have the prompt to put the name and the location of the data, and you can use the quick access icon on the top left of the Excel interface, or you go to file and save. One of those, any one of them will help you to save your data, and you'll have a prompt and directions on where you want to save that document and what name you want to use. So that brings us to the last point for this topic, is saving format and location. So when you click on save, you will be given the saving format that you wish to save your document in and the location where you want your document to be saved. With that being said, let's jump into Excel and demonstrate what we learned today. So here we have a worksheet. We want to build this worksheet. So we start, as we said before, file, new, then you get a blank worksheet. Now you have here numbers 1, 2, 3, then you have 4, 5, and 6. You have 7, 8, and 9. Let's have as simple as possible demonstration for you. Now, if we go to cell number 1, let's say in this case it's empty. Okay, we'll delete it. Now we double click, you see that blinking inside the cell. That means the cell is ready to have inputs right now. You click 1, 2, so you got 12. So you overwrite whatever was there, and if it was empty, you already have a new input into it. That's in this case number 12. How to make sure that number 12 will stay in that cell and will go nowhere? Then you hit enter on your keyboard, or you click away with the mouse. If we click away, then we got it 12. Let's try again. Overriding that, we have 12. I can highlight whatever inside the cell, hit 1. Now I can click enter on the keyboard. Then my value is already fixed in cell A1. How to know which cell you are in? So you can read here, you have column names from A to Z, and then you get AA, AB, AC, all kind of variations in order to keep the tagging going in this case. Then you have the rows from 1 to infinity based on your needs. How to know where am I right now? If you look little box in here, it's telling you where you are. You are in B2, or you do it in the old way. I am in column C and row 2, so I'm in C2. As easy as that. Now, how to move between cells? Let's say we are in cell A1. To move to cell A2, either I click on cell A2 with the left mouse button in this case, wherever I want, or I'm in cell A1, I can click on arrow down, I will go down 1 cell, arrow down again, I'll go down 1 cell, and so on. What if I want to go to B3? Either I click on B3, or I go arrow right. If I want to go to 5, arrow up. Go to 4, arrow up again. Go to 7, arrow right. Go to 8, arrow down, and so on. And you always can use your left hand side button in your mouse to choose whatever cell you want. Now, as we said, if you select a certain cell, you click enter, you go down 1 cell, click enter, down 1 cell, click on tab, you go right 1 cell, click on tab again, you go right 1 cell. If you click shift and tab, that will take you 1 cell backward to the left. Shift and tab, 1 cell backward to the left. Shift and tab all the way to the left, do nothing to you. Now, what if I have a selection? You can see it's highlighting cell A1. Hit enter. You see the highlight goes to the next cell below it, enter to go to the third, then it moves to the next column. As you hit enter, it will keep switching between the data inputs that you have. Now what if I click on control? Well, let's start it here. So I have a selection, I click on control with the sign period, it take me all the way to the right. Click on it again, take you all the way down to the selection, so you go all the way to the corner of the selection. Okay, I think that will cover the shortcuts that we mentioned. Now, if you want to save your data, let's say you have this table and it's important table for your work, you want to save it. Either you click on this saving icon in here, all the way to the top, or you go File and Save, or you hit Control S, or you hit F12. So in this case, I will use the icon, it's near to me, using the mouse, click on Control Save. He tell you what the file name you want, and it will be in the abbreviation of XLSX. That means it is an Excel file related to Excel 365 that we mentioned before. If you feel you need more options, then you click on More Save Options. More Save Options, he take you here. Me, I love to go on Browse, but you can choose this PC, so you're not in the cloud anymore. You can go on Browse, then you go choosing Downloads. In this case, I can give the file name of data entry and what kind of Excel format you want. You can click here, either I make it as Excel 97 to 2003 if you are giving that document to somebody who have an older version of Excel, but it's not very well recommended because whatever format you made could not be compatible there. However, the data will be saved even in a non-organized way. Even you can create a PDF. You can create your document as a readable PDF format, but don't do that until you save it in Excel format first. So we can save it in Excel. We already save it and we can see the name here, data entry. We can go to save again, will not do anything for us in this case. You see, so you are saving the progress of work. You want to go back to file, save as, because you have something new in mind to save the document in a different way. Either you can save it in a different name as a different copy from the first copy that you saved, or in this case we want to save it as PDF. You can save it as standard PDF format and hit save, and he will create a PDF for me.